Ladies and gentlemen, it's Titoclock. So please welcome your host, James Deacon.
Hey gang, what's up, Titoclockers? It's me, Tito James, and the rest of the gang. I forgot to turn my lights on. There you go. That's a bit better. How you all doing out there, folks? And more importantly, where are you doing it from? We just want to know where our Titoclockers are at the moment. We got Cristiano Williams, who actually is first on the comments there. And Cristiano is from YouTube, right? Great. So welcome, Cristiano. And Mayanne is first on Facebook. So hi, Mayanne. And then we got Erickson Tan. We usually start the show off, by the way, by saying hello to everybody, greeting a few people by name. And then, if this is your first time, this is pretty much how we welcome everybody. And then we'll get straight into the news, etc. So let's get a few more hellos out there to Helen Pedregos. I'll go over here. I'll read straight from the ones that you see as well. Jay Sombrero Villanueva. Silk Phillips, I see you, man. Paulo Esteban, John Santos. We'll do about 3 or 4 more. Carino Leo and Duncan Recana and Gucci Montalan. Hey, go back to Gucci's comment. ASEAN countries now support BRICS. Yeah, that is exciting. I'm a bit huli sa balita, Gucci. So fill me in because I think that's great. We might even talk about it a little bit later on. For people who don't know what we're talking about, BRICS is basically it's the counterpart to basically the US dollar, right? It's the Brazil, Russia, India, what's the C again? China, and South Africa. These are countries that banded together to use a different currency to the US. We'll talk about that later and how it affects you. But for now, let's all get on the same page and find out what's happening out there in our big bad world. For that we need Chris. Chris with the latest in headlines, brought to you by Malayan Insurance. Hi, Chris.
Hey, what's up, Tito James? Happy Friday, my fellow Titoclockers. This is Chris, and here is your Titoclock news. Vice President and Education Secretary Sara Duterte irrevocably resigned on Friday from the Lakas Christian Muslim Democrats, or Lakas CMD party, under which she ran for vice president in the 2022 elections. Duterte said her commitment to serve the country and its people remains immutable and called on all leaders to continue working for the betterment of the Philippines and leave a legacy of a strong and stable homeland. Party Chair Bong Revilla said Lakas CMD remains united under its president, House Speaker Romualdez. Duterte resigned a day after former President and Pampanga's 2nd District Representative Gloria Macapagal Arroyo, another member of Lakas CMD, was demoted from Senior Deputy Speaker to Deputy Speaker. Arroyo was replaced by Pampanga 3rd District Representative Aurelio Dong Gonzalez Jr. Meanwhile, PDP Laban President Jose C. Alvarez was elevated to the 2nd highest position in the chamber. The election of Rep. Gonzalez showed the strong ties and cooperation between the Speaker's party, Lakas CMD, and PDP Laban. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. witnessed on Friday the unveiling of the Philippine Navy's first anti-air warfare equipment in what can be described as a major boost in the country's maritime defense and security capability. Marcos sat above viewing ship BRP Davao del Sur in the waters of San Antonio, Zambales during the event that lasted for around 30 minutes, highlighted by the test fire of the surface-to-air missile matched on BRP Antonio Luna, also known as FF-150. Philippine Navy said a Mistral 3 surface-to-air missile aimed to target a drone, a simulation of what can be done if the warship detects an unmanned aerial hostile. The Philippine Navy also showcased its anti-submarine warfare naval helicopter, AW-159, demonstrating its compact flash-dipping sonar and the Blue Shark torpedo that could detect, locate, and neutralize stealthy submarine. Vice Admiral Toribio Adasi Jr., the officer in command, said the live-fire demonstration was a preview of the Navy's increased war-fighting capabilities, especially in air defense, electronic warfare, and vessel survivability. The weapons were bought from France-based missile manufacturer MBDA Missile Systems for 670 million pesos. In the Western Conference Finals, Nikola Jokic delivered a triple-double with 23 points, and Jamal Murray turned some late three-point shooting into 37 points as the Denver Nuggets earned a 108-103 victory over the visiting Los Angeles Lakers on Thursday to take a 2-0 lead. Jokic added 17 rebounds and 12 assists, while Michael Porter Jr. had 17 points for Denver, which used seven fourth quarter three pointers to rally past the Lakers. The Nuggets moved two victories away from their first appearance in the NBA Finals, with the best of seven series shifting to Los Angeles for Game 3 on Saturday and Game 4 on Monday. LeBron James amassed 22 points, 10 assists, and 9 rebounds, and Anthony Davis added 18 points and 14 rebounds for Los Angeles. Nikola Jokic, number 15 of the Denver Nuggets, reacted after a call during the third quarter against the Los Angeles Lakers in Game 2 of the Western Conference Finals at Ball Arena on May 18, 2023 in Denver, Colorado. P-pop supergroup SB19 released its latest single, Gento, on Friday. The track is now available on various music streaming platforms, while its music video is also available on the group's YouTube channel. Gento was written by John Paul Nace, who also produced it with Joshua Daniel Nace and Simon Servida. The track was mixed and mastered by Hyo Chan-gu of Knob Sound Korea. SB19 members Ken, Justin, Josh, Pablo, and Stel released Gento ahead of their upcoming extended play or EP titled Pagtatag, which will be released on June 9. 18, or the fans of the popular P-pop group, also showed their excitement over the new single as hashtags like SB19, 18 Nginig Era, Simula ng Pagtatag, and D-Day Gento release trended on Twitter. The group is also gearing up for its second world tour to promote Pagtatag, which will start with a two-night concert in Manila's Araneta Coliseum on June 24 and 25. They are set to perform in Canada and United States and others. That's the latest in headlines. And what's Titoclock without us getting our dose of sweet potatoes, brought to us by Kamote Corner.
I guess one word. What is Titoclock without our kamotes? Peaceful.
Really?
like the scene of an accident, you just can't help but look, right? I mean, no matter how gory it is, you gotta look.
You gotta look.
Educate some people. This is purely for educational purposes only. You do not in any way encourage any of this stupidity. I haven't even seen what it is, but I can guarantee you it's going to be something stupid. And yeah, so take it away.
Yep, so much stupidity indeed. So here's the first one.
Don't be these people. Okay, go.
Don't be these people, guys. The first one is a motorbike versus tricycle collision.
Ah! Uy.
Hey.
Nako si
You know what?
Koya.
These videos,
Ay,
I
nako si
don't even know
Koya.
if we should ever
Nako.
question who's at fault.
Pakibit. Okay, so nag-overtake si Kuya. Ay, hindi. Kasalanan talaga ni Kuya Trike yan. Go again, just in case I missed something. Keep going. Yeah, I mean it's Kuya Trike's fault because, well, it's not like a double yellow or anything like that. You are allowed to pass here, and there was no oncoming vehicle naman, so the bike had the right of way, was able to and this is why also it's important to make sure you check over your shoulder when you're going to overtake. Always do this because sometimes people are so fixated on what's coming towards them. So gaganyan sila to just look to see what's making salubong, no? And then somebody pala from the back is trying to overtake everybody. You always check your side mirrors, your rear view mirror, your side mirrors, both. Well, in an overtaking, obviously just one side, but I get in the habit of always checking all three. And I do that because I need to have my spatial awareness. So that's another tip I can give people. Always remember to just always just be perpetually scanning, get in the habit of when you're driving, you're doing this. You're driving, you're looking forward. You're just every now and again, you're just continuously, randomly just glance forward. Every now and again, glance forward because you want to have spatial awareness. The reason this is important is sometimes when there's a situation, like I don't know if this guy was avoiding something or why he decided to swerve. But the thing is, when you are in a situation, you automatically have an imprint of your brain of what's around you. That's your spatial awareness. You're kind of okay. I've been seeing this car that's coming, that's here, and this portion here, this. So you already kind of know that you're not going to swerve over here because every time you've been checking, you see a guy over here. Does that make sense?
True. Yes, yes.
Okay,
It
all right.
does.
You know, it's a
It
little
does
long-winded, you know.
indeed.
It really
Awesome
helps.
driving tips from our very own Tita James, everybody. Oh, yeah. All right. The next one is another road accident with a fire truck involved and a lot of people. Thanks to whoever captured this whole thing, but I think he or she could have helped out somehow. But, who am I to judge? So a
What are
lot
we
of things
looking
are happening.
We're looking at an accident of a fire. Oh,
Truck.
oh my
Yeah.
God.
So, of course, obviously, it caused traffic, and all the other fire trucks were trying to pass because there's a fire going on. And then
Okay.
there were a lot of people just there watching, and some are just taking a video.
Of course, that's the new way to people think they help is take a video, post it on Facebook and stuff. Okay. Obviously, none of us know what happened here, right? So we're
Mhm.
just while taking guesses and stuff like that. I don't know, so it's not a particular situation. But what I can tell you about these situations is I've noticed. Again, not saying it's this particular guy. I don't know,
Mhm.
with emergency vehicles, I've noticed that they tend to drive like they have blanket immunity. They don't have blanket immunity. They have right of way. Okay, so when you see an emergency vehicle that has right of way, that's different to blanket immunity. Blanket immunity is they think they can just drive through red lights, speeding. They can go through a red light. They just have to slow down too. You can't just expect everyone to, even though they're supposed to give way, you have to drive still cautiously. Slow down at the intersection and then go slowly because the idea of trying to get there quicker, but then this happens. And then now you've got not just all your crew injured, the fire is burning even more and you
Right.
can't get. So just if there are any emergency drivers out there listening, I mean, I'm sure the vast majority of you are very responsible and you get this, but just understand that it is not blanket immunity. Okay. There are other road users out there that you have to watch out for. You cannot just say you're trying to save a life while you're putting other lives in danger. It doesn't add
Mhm.
up. Okay. So that's my little 2 cents.
There we go. Duly noted on that of having the right of way, but can't get immunity. All right.
Hey,
Are we
Rodell
ready
says,
for the next one? Maybe not. So this photo just says beware of traps.
traps. Traps.
Yep. Uh,
Here it comes.
yeah,
I
it's a trap.
Oh my God, that's really
Like,
oh my God.
diba?
Wow.
It's just like a trap.
That's really bad. That's
Really bad
horrible.
indeed.
That's like really where was this? Why wasn't it covered up? Oh my God. Where's GAM? Is that where's that? I think that's
Is this even
is that
here?
huh? Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's kind of really bad. That's horrible. Oh gosh. Anyway. Ooh. Yeah. Who's liable for that? Oh, it would be the contractor for sure. Whether it's DPWH or a third party contractor or whoever, because there are safety standards that they need to address. And
Mhm.
judging by this, it doesn't look like there was any barrier. There seems to something behind the cab, on the
Just
left side.
behind.
but that's obviously not enough for this to happen. So it's the contractor for sure. But the problem is, again, it's the slow wheels of justice. It's crazy that they can stretch this out. I mean, how many times have we seen negligence like this, bus accidents? I mean, the one
Mhm.
of Tado. Do you remember Tado, the comedian with Ramon
Yeah.
Bautista and all that? How long ago did he pass away? A long,
Right.
maybe 10 years ago or so, something along those lines. It's a long time ago, and nothing. And he was already that bus was full of quite well-known people, and still nothing
Mhm.
happened. So our wheels of justice, especially on road stuff, moves very,
Very
very,
good.
very, 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 very slow. Where was
Hi.
that? What was that? What year? Oh,
2014.
I was almost there. Yeah, almost.
Almost 10 years ago.
Grabe talaga
Yeah.
yun.
Sayang ang ating road tax.
Opo. Anyway,
Whew.
rest in peace.
Anyway, rest in peace, Tado. Anyway, let's move on to the next one. The inevitable shade from the rain, most especially, is always there for you and the motorcyclists.
That never.
I
That is
mean, it's always there for them.
always, always. I have
Hi.
said everything I've had to say about this, and there's nothing more to add. But this just does not. It, Put it this way, maybe this is the only thing I can probably say that I haven't said enough. I'm sure I've said it before. If you are a motorcycle rider, please understand how infuriating this is for motorists, because we don't want to create a bigger divide between the two and four-wheel community. There's already
Right.
that friction between the two, right?
Mhm.
Naturally, there's friction between the two just
True.
because. So when you do behavior like this, it really adds up. And then later on, you create this so much tension between the two, and we can't have that. The roads are hostile enough as it is. So please just
It
drive
is.
properly. And another thing, just in case for the newcomers, I'll just say it again. The reason it also upsets us, it's not that we're inhumane. It's not that we're saying, "Wow, you guys can get wet, and we don't care what happens to you, bagyo or whatever." No, it's not
No.
that. You made a choice to ride a motorcycle. Well, whether it's a
Mhm.
choice, it doesn't matter, right? But the thing is, in good weather, you're always getting advantages on us, on four-wheel people. I don't say
True.
us because I ride a bike too. I'm riding my bike. I get a huge advantage on cars for maybe 8 out of 10 times, and it's only like 2 out of 10 times where I don't. So if I'm going to behave like this, it's not fair because it evens out in the wash. So don't do this. Don't block the road. I mean, it's just going to create tension. There,
That's true.
that's
And
I'm
yeah, matik na yan. Totoo.
sounding like
And
super deep already here.
and always, always prepare your raincoats, guys. Whew. Anyway, we're down to the last one, which is the usual neighborhood parking problem. I don't know how to resolve it.
May
I mean,
halaman lang. May
don't you
halaman.
have a rule about every car owner should
Oh
have
my
their
goodness,
own
Chris.
garage?
Chris, how long have you been doing Kamote Corner? And you ask a question like that. Of course we have rules. We just don't follow them. This is the height though of, like, I mean, look, it literally growing roots already where it's parked. Yung mga
That's
halaman
true.
dyan. You've got a car cover. How on earth are people supposed to get past here, right?
That's
How?
true.
Pero really, people are just so. We get this all the time from people. People send into our inbox all the time because I cannot believe the height of inconsideration of some people. They block
Mm-hmm.
driveways, they block each other, they block a road. I mean, ugh, big problem. And yes, we do have a law for sure. The only other law they're trying to implement is the one, the no garage, no car policy. Uh,
Right.
but again, I think that you're adding unnecessary laws because we already have parking laws. So it doesn't matter whether you can prove that you have parking. I don't care if you have parking or not. Just don't park where you're not supposed to. That's it. That's the law. However, if you want to bury your car underneath, you want to hang it up on the, I don't care.
I
Just
hope
we
you
have a
can.
law that stops this. So telling people now you need a garage and need to show us proof, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Just
That's
stick to the law that we already have and stop bringing in new laws just because you couldn't implement the old one. I get so frustrated with that.
whew.
Mm.
It happens. It happens a lot. Anyway, Tito James, that was the last one. But then again, we made it. No funny photos or videos for today. But anyway, congratulations in advance to our raffle winner. And happiest birthday to my dear friend Faye. Everyone, let's stay away from kamote people, but choose happiness instead with some Sugar Rush. Follow my events team on social media. That's Sugar Rush Entertainment PH for your party entertainment needs. Or just shoot me a work-related DM. This is Chris Napeñas. Have a fabulous weekend and stay safe, healthy, and hydrated. See you on the next one. Bye!
Hi. I just popped that one up, Marlou's comment. Oh, but before we say that, I just wanted to say thanks to Chris. And if you wanted to get a hold of Chris for any kind of voiceover work and stuff, pop her message there. The reason I left this one up is because Greenwood's Executive Village, my goodness, do we have history. Who's running that place, Marlou? It's really kind of wild, wild west out there from all the reports I get from people. Some of the craziest rules you have there. And then it turns out that they don't apply at all anyway for so crazy stuff. Okay, so that was our Kamote Corner with our news of the day. So we are now off to our next portion, which is called Free Plug Friday. And this, we need X. What you got in the box there, X?
Hi, Tito James, and hello, Titoclockers. Welcome to another edition of Free Plug Friday. All right, Tito James, let's get things started with some clean shoes. Actually, Tito James, I just want to show this off to you guys. So, Tito James, what we're going to start off first before I show the shoes is I want to, of course, invite everyone, all the business owners out there, if you have items that you would like to share or for us to plug over here, of course, send a message to Deaconitis on Instagram. So again, it's scrolling down below. Hey guys, what's up? So again, guys, send a message to Deaconitis if you want to be part of Free Plug Friday. So first up, Tito James, what we have is from the cleaning plug that's located in Mandaluyong. So they actually offer their services for cleaning sneakers, and they were kind enough to actually clean 2 pairs of sneakers, and we actually sent them the 2 pairs over a week ago just to make sure it makes it in time for Free Plug Friday. But Tito James, this is actually a venture that started by a student who's only 22 years old. It was supposed to be a hobby, but now transformed into business. And of course, the owner right now is located in Mandaluyong City. So what the advantage of Clean Plug is they offer a more affordable shoe cleaning service apart from the others out there. So, Tito James, are you wondering how much a pair would cost to clean? Make a guess. How about that?
Okay, I don't know. I have never really had my rubber shoes clean, but I know you do a lot. Before I answer and guess,
Yep, that's true.
I know that you've had your shoes professionally cleaned more than once. And you had someone at home that was really good at doing it too, right? Before.
Yes, she's excellent. Yes, I do. That's actually true.
How does this stack up in service?
All right. I would say that I would be giving it, for this pair in particular, the Ultra 4D, I would give it a 10 out of 10 because I remember when I handed it over to them, this was completely black, yellowed. Really, really sad. It was starting to break my heart, and it had scratches over here, of course, because of, I just love wearing these, one of my favorite pairs. But now, as you can see, it looks as if it's brand new, Tito James. I'm not sure if other people could see it, but you can hardly notice the scratches, right?
No.
Pretty clear, right? And it's really white. This used to be like dark because this is actually pretty hard to brush off, even if you have a really good shoe conditioner or cleaner or shampoo. Even if I bought the ones from Japan, it didn't really exactly do the job. Well, I didn't do it. Someone from my house did it. But with Cleaning Plug, I could say that this is a 10 out of 10. And I'm gonna show the other pair too, just to be fair. Again, the scratches are completely erased. I don't know how they did that, but that's part of their service. As for the spare, it actually already yellowed out. But I would give this a 9 out of 10. That's still high. That's still a high 9 for sure. But this is like an old pair since 2018. And again, I am really happy with what they've done. Also, the reason why I brought this over to them was because it actually had an odor.
Oy.
Not a foot odor, but
All right. Okay.
it smelled like a wet towel. I don't know how to remove it.
A wet
We
dog,
couldn't.
maybe?
I'm
'Cause
sorry, a dog?
A wet dog? Did it smell like a wet dog? So I can point some fingers now.
Well, Rocket had some involvement, but I'm not gonna point fingers because he's drawing out the winner later, so we have to
That's
keep
true,
him in a
that's true.
good mood.
Yep.
Yes, so but this had like a smell of a wet towel that just couldn't get rid of it. I can perfectly say that the smell, the odor is gone. That's why, okay, fine. It's a 9.5 out of 10. Okay. So guys, for those of you sneakerheads out there who also want to try their services, guys, they actually offer different kinds of cleaning. The first is the basic cleaning. That's 399 pesos. That includes cleaning of the upper, midsole, outsole, and laces. And if you want something that's more extensive or that needs more cleaning, of course, they offer the standard cleaning for 599. And from my experience having my shoes cleaned in BGC, it costs almost, I think, 800 to 1,500 a pair, if I'm not mistaken. So this is more than half the price. And again, the standard cleaning includes the cleaning of the upper, midsole, outsole, lace, sock line, insole, stain repellent, and of course they offer additional services too. Apart from, of course, stain repellent, they also offer unyellowing especially this is needed for people who wear Ultra Boosts because this is prone to yellowing because of the humidity and just the weather basically. So they offer that for 499, stain repellent for 149, and they offer deodorizing for 99 pesos. So Tita James, for those who are wondering how long it takes for these to get clean, it takes 7 days. But guys, if you pay an extra 99 pesos, they can have it prepared within 5 days. So isn't that pretty cool? So guys, again, the cleaning plug, you can find them on Facebook and Instagram. You can send them a message and you can send over the shoes and have it returned as if it were brand new. All right. Actually, Tita James, what we have next is not actually a product or service, but actually show a photo because these guys are looking for fellow MG. Oh, that's you.
Wait, that's me.
That's you. This is targeted for someone like you, Tita James. So, Tita James, perfect. Why don't you invite them all, Tita James? I know this is not your club in any way, shape, or form, but would you like to do the honors on this one?
Well, if you have an MGHS, why don't you join this owners club? Because I've always thought clubs are a great way to share information about your car, trouble spotting and stuff like that, sharing of parts. There's a lot of good advantages that you can have by joining a car club. So all the MGHS owners out there, myself included, pop them a message and join the club. And it's a great community. So I'm going to send them a message.
That's actually true. And guys, they're even also open to other MG owners. You don't have to have an MGHS per se, but if you're an owner of an MG vehicle, you're open to join the group. You can see the Facebook group name scrolling down below. It's a private group. So hope you guys enjoy and learn something new, get good tips from fellow owners, and of course, make a new friend, 1 or 2 or 5 or 10, but hope, how it?
Yeah, you froze.
I froze.
Yeah.
Did I freeze, guys? Leave a comment down below. I seem to be not sure, but okay, just leave a comment down below if I'm freezing. So I'll just stop right here, give my best smile in case I froze, right? So anyways, we are down to the last. I just turn off the video and see what happens. So Tita James, what we have next is actually from our friends from Three Foxes Craft Beer. Tito James, I'm sorry to say, but they don't have a 0% beer because these guys actually offer craft beer, and they're actually located in a resto bar in San Isidro, Makati. So Tito James is a resto bar, and of course, they offer different craft beers that come in different variations, Tito James, such as, of course, what you can see here, the Session Ale, Raspberry Wheat Ale, Everyday IPA, American Pale, West Coast IPA. Have you tried craft beers before you stopped drinking or quit drinking altogether, Tito James?
Yeah, I did, and I have a friend that's just won't drink anything else but craft beer now. That's his only. So there's a huge.
Okay.
Yeah, there's definitely a growing scene for craft beer in the Philippines. It's been around for a while in other countries, and yes, I think it's great. I mean, I love it because you don't tend to drink too much when you're drinking craft beer. So I find it's more responsible drinking because you're not like when you're drinking San Mig Light and stuff like that. Usually you're drinking it goes down so easy, and it's almost like
That's true.
Drinker, it's like soda water already. I mean, it's so mild by comparison, and then you go for the hit and the tama and all that. With this, it's the beer's drinkers equivalent of, let's say, wine, because you can.
I didn't know that.
Well, obviously it's different. It's carbonated and all that, so there's no. But the flavors, the subtleties, the stuff like that, you're not drinking to get drunk. You're just drinking to enjoy and to awaken senses and stuff like that. So I'm very happy that they have that here. Even though I don't drink anymore, I'm very happy that they have that here. Because it promotes a lot more responsible drinking, I think.
That's actually true. So guys, for those who want to try it out, let's try and see if I'm still gonna freeze. For those who want to try it out, and of course their price is between 90 pesos to 130 pesos per bottle. And of course, I'm sure that, I think, Tito James, by now, I think craft beer is still kind of a niche.
Yeah,
because like you said, it's for the people who really just want to appreciate it, right?
Yeah.
There's an art to making this. Low volume. Exactly. Low volume
in terms of like the numbers that they produce, because it is craft. Yeah, it's not mass produced. So it is going to be more expensive. But I mean, I don't know what the alcohol content of this, but normally craft beers are a lot higher. They're usually anywhere from
That's actually true.
8, 9. I think I've even heard they go up to
almost like wine.
Yeah, exactly. That's why it's perfect for, if you don't drink wine and you're a beer drinker, mature your palate a little bit and try this. Three Foxes.
Try this. Yeah. If you're in Makati, you can check them out. If you're not, well, Tito James, the good news is they also offer a discovery case, and you can order it online. And as you can see here, we weren't able to like put the link, but you guys can take a screenshot and then order online. Again, Tito James, let's just show it over here. You can order discovery case if you want to try each and every different variety they have for 2,390. Again, guys, this is Three Foxes Craft Beer on Facebook, Instagram, or you can check them out in Makati. So again, guys, this is X, and welcome to another edition of Free Plug Friday. Thanks, everyone. Stay safe and hydrated. Bye. Take care.
Okay, that was X with the Free Plug Friday, and she said if you have something that you would like promoted here for free, you can just pop over a message to Deaconitis on Instagram. That's at Deaconitis if you want to be part of Free Plug Friday. Okay, we take smaller businesses, of course. We prioritize them because those are the people we're trying to help out, people without a budget. So thanks very much for that, X. And now it's time for Ask Me Anything, brought to you by the people who are giving you the raffle, Petron. We just finished filming a commercial today for Petron, and so thought celebrate by giving out some gas. Okay, so thanks for joining us with this Ask Me Anything. We'll be doing the raffle very, very soon. Let's get through a couple of questions. We take live questions too. Feel free, don't be shy. We're a community here, so happy to answer anything. It's a safety road concern. She was in Mandaluyong area already when the LGU officer ticketed me. It happened when I had to turn left to Shaw from Balagtas Street. I can't picture Balagtas. I know Shaw. I always check signs. If I could turn left or right, I didn't see any, and I was signaling left, and I saw the officer just looking at me. So I thought it's really okay to turn left. But when I turned left, they had stopped me to ticket me, and I tried to explain that I didn't see any sign, and if there is, there's a huge truck over there. I know it's just a minor offense, as written on the ticket, obstruction, but it's still possible that I can contest appeal it. And just some random thought, when they already saw me signaling left, why didn't they signal me and that I can't? It's like they were just waiting to catch me. Why is our country not like any other country that we do more for prevention instead? Woo! You opened up a can of worms, Mika. Yeah, I feel the frustration. I totally feel the what you're doing, where you're coming from. I agree 100% with. Look, if you're signaling already, and there's an officer that can see you, they should tell you, "Mom, no left turn. Go straight. Go straight." Because you're right. You're absolutely right. Prevention is better than any kind of enforcement. It's much better. So why don't they do that? I guess because, well, your guess is as good as mine, and I'm sure it's going to be about this, right? So there's that. Sometimes it could be just sheer laziness. It's hot. They don't want to bother with, but it doesn't make it right. There are no excuses for this because the whole goal of this is for road safety. When you have a rule like that, it's literally to prevent accidents or congestion or blockages and stuff like that. So why let the person do it, put people in danger, if that's what you're trying to avoid, and then only then you ticket them? I don't agree with that either. So I think you can try to contest it. I'm not sure how much luck you'll have, but go, try. The one thing I can tell you is that nothing's going to change unless people like you actually go out of your way. I know it's a hassle. I know it's really bad, but it's when you go out and actually complain and make an actual letter, turn up at the place. Those are the only time things can get done. So yeah, bit of effort, but that's the only way, because just talking about it like this doesn't normally do anything. Call them out, go there, make an attempt to do that. We'll really be all thankful to you if we could. And please let us know how it goes, okay, after. Yeah, sometimes they do want the drivers to make mistakes. Hi, James. Do you have some advice on how to refuse individuals borrowing someone else's car for their own convenience? Like, ayaw lang mag-commute even though they're capable naman. I wish you have a content about that I can share too. How to refuse individuals? Just don't give them the key. Just tell them no. No, that's one way. Rona, a good way to explain it is that a car is a responsibility linked to the owner of the car. So you, as a habit, do not lend your car out because you can say for insurance purposes. Just say that your insurance company only has nominated drivers. That's one way to do it. The ticketing system, you can just say we have all this non-contact apprehension, and those tickets go to me. I don't want to have the hassle. That's why I don't lend my car out to anybody. That's what I would do. Because it is a hassle. I mean, if it's parked illegally, if it gets caught on the non-contact apprehension, coding, anything like that, it goes straight to you. And sometimes you won't even realize it until you're re-registering your car. So I would use one of those two excuses. I'm sorry, but I take my car responsibility very seriously. It's linked to my name. I can't have it just go out there and not know what's the apprehensions that it gets. And also my insurance policy only has nominated drivers. Try that. See how it works. Okay. Oh, she's there. What pointers can you give me, Tito James, driving a manual Toyota and now a second car, but this time a CVT? I'm more used to stick. Okay, if you can drive a stick, you can drive a CVT, absolutely. No problem at all. Just put it into drive and just set and forget. You don't have to worry about anything. Because a CVT is basically a belt-driven transmission. It's plug and play. You don't really, just press the gas and press the brake. That's it. You don't have to worry about a clutch, making timpla the gas. So I would just say you can get used to it. I'm sure you can do it. It's very easy for you, for sure. Guaranteed. You drive a manual, you'll drive this perfectly. What's your take on this proposal? Increase the speed limits on the expressways for buses from 80 to 120 and the max speed limit from 100 to 140. I have mixed feelings about this, Andy, and I'll tell you why. I think our speed limits are too low for the country. This is me personally. You're asking me personally, right? On a personal level, I think the speed limits are too low. I think, especially on the Skyway at 60 kilometers an hour, is ridiculous for an elevated road with no traffic lights. Yes, that the whole point of a Skyway was to give you uninterrupted, better access and all that. But it's now, because it's 60, everybody's trying to. It just slows people down, right? The reason I'm mixed feelings about this is because you have to legislate around the dumbest person. And you have to legislate around the worst vehicles out there. Okay, you cannot legislate around you and me, because maybe we're driving modern cars, maybe we have more experience, maybe we're just better drivers, But you got to legislate around the dummies, right? So that's why they have to bring it down to that, because those people are going to cause havoc. They either don't know how to drive at that speed, or their cars are going to fall apart at that speed, because they're just not maintained properly. Again, chicken and the egg, because we can say, well, you should have better training and you should have better cars, but we know we don't here in the Philippines. So that's the only reason I have mixed feelings about it. So if it was a question of making a law, I'd just stick to where we are. Although I do think the Skyway's got to go up to at least 80, at least on those portions near the airport. I just think it's just too slow. But yeah, that's just me. Off topic, or not even off topic, sorry, it's right on topic actually, but in another country, in Abu Dhabi, they just announced, and this is big news over there, that they have set a minimum speed limit on the highways, what you're saying, and if you go under that, you will be fined. They're especially on 2 lanes on their road to Abu Dhabi, they will fine you for going under 120 kilometers an hour. So 120 to 140 is the speed limit. If you're on the left lanes, and you're doing anything under 120, you'll be busted. Amazing, huh? So next. Woo! Okay, looks like people want the raffle. It is. We have a meeting actually next week, Gilbert, with the NCAP people, and I will be asking them a lot more. I'll be getting an interview with them, so I'll be able to ask a lot more questions about this. But as far as I'm told, it's still suspended. And so I'd like to get to the bottom of it, and we'll probably share that interview here at Titoclock when it gets done. Because half the time the MMD are either, I don't know. You'd think it would be easy, right? I mean, I get what you're saying, Raj. Excuse me. I get what you're saying, because sometimes we feel so victimized. Like you heard this girl talking about, Mika was talking about turning left, getting busted, even though the officer. So she feels set up, right? How many of us feel set up or unjustly accused and apprehended? And yet you have blatant things like that get totally ignored. I don't get it. I really don't get it. I was driving to Arca South the other day, and I was on the service road, and there was a tricycle. They're not allowed there. And this tricycle drove past something like 4 enforcers. Not one even flinched. They didn't even just do the double take. Nothing. Invisible. So it gets me too. I don't have I don't have the answer as to why, but I wish they would, because road rules, like any law, it applies to all or none at all. That's the saying, because if you break it for one, you have to break it for all. If we allow that to happen, don't expect people to have respect to the law after. This is why it's so important to be consistent. And this brings me again to those idiots in their wang vehicles, because those guys are not just breaking laws, they're putting people's lives in danger. I'm sure every single one of us has an experience here about getting muscled off the road by one of those convoys. And it's just, for me, it's so bad, because it's a microcosm of everything that's wrong, not just on the roads, but in the country, because we allow it. You cannot have a blatant disregard to the law in front of everybody else, your law-abiding citizens, and then expect them to not get crazy about it, not have some kind of anarchy that we have on the road. That's what we have, right? We have anarchy because people don't respect, because they see it point blank in their face. Just what you said, the thing about the motorcycles, the thing about the tricycles, the thing about the wang-wangs, it's so blatant. You get the smoke belching buses, it's right in front of everybody. It's bigger than the freaking elephant in the room, and people just don't notice it. So, but then if they have eagle eyes for that little number at the end of your plate or conductor sticker, they can see that from like 20 kilometers away and tell you you're coding, right? Oh, see, they don't have enough booklets. Maybe. Can we sue the LTO for a sample? Because I think we should. I think we could. Meaning, there could be a class action suit for sure. Why not? It is you have valid cause. You paid for something. It never arrived. I don't know what other word to use, but estafa. I mean, you're right. Where's Rocket? Rocket is okay. He's coming, Diane, right now, just for you, because it's everybody's favorite time. It is raffle time. Okay, you get a little bit, and then you get another one, okay? Let's see it. It's not eating again. Oh. There you go. There you go, Rocket. Oh. Chew with your mouth closed, naman. Have some manners. You're live. Ready? You ready? Okay. So, let's get this going. Before we do that, let's thank Global Dominion. Titoclock is brought to you by Global Dominion, Petron, AutoKid, Ogawa, Malayan Insurance, Skinabay, and Culture Salon. I know we're doing a raffle here. Let's do the raffle first. Ready, Rocket? Give them a look. Let them see your face. There you go. Honesty is the best policy. Rocket's face, what's happening? Okay, screenshot this if you can. X. I'll try from my end. Okay, how do you screenshot on this? And I'll tell you the reason why we're screenshotting. Here we go. Take a picture as well. Yeah, if you don't mind screenshotting that, the reason is because if you want to join my Instagram private room, we're sending these to the winners. Like basically, we'll announce the winners in that group. This is something we normally don't do. We, expect that if you join the raffle, you should check whether you won or not. That's why we do it live. But yes, as an added benefit, if you go to my Instagram, you can join the private room, and we'll send this to you as well. How about that, Rocket? You ready? Okay. So that's pretty much all we have time for today. Somebody asked before about digicars. I remember, and I had no idea what they were talking about. But yeah, I just heard today that they have closed down. So their offices closed down. So whoever that was asking about digicars, offices closed down. There's reportedly a lot of complaints. So maybe that's the reason you were asking about it. And when I saw it today, I thought I better update you. That's what I heard. Okay, so that's that. I'll catch you guys next week. Till then, be kind to one another, sanitize, and we'll see you then. Bye, everybody. Bye. Bye.
fancy meeting you in my internet. Couldn't help but notice your smile, while everybody else around us is surfing about. Can we just stop and chat a while? Love could be waiting at the end of this quarantine. Let's stop and talk a while. Let's stop